What's going on? It's your boy Josh, aka Round, back with another episode of RoundTable Sports. Today, I only bring you all a couple of items or topics talking about the United and the Braves, and a little debate that I've been having with a lot of people lately between Vlad Jr., who's the number one prospect, been highly touted because of his dad, and things that people been boosting him up about, and how he's been tearing up in the minor leagues and things like that. Between Vlad Jr. and Austin Riley, who just got caught up with the Braves a couple weeks ago. Well, last week. So, start off with the United, man. The last time that we talked about it, they were picking it up and getting their wins back together, things like that. When I first started doing these episodes, they were in 10th out of 12 teams in the MLS and battling for last place. Since then, they pulled off a nice little run and been 1-1 since the last time I actually made a video. They're only 4 points off the actual lead of the whole Eastern Conference, so they jumped from 10th to 4th. That's real good, man. They really picking it up. Like I said, I always keep faith in the United. A young franchise, but also a very hungry one. And like I said, defending champions, so a real hungry one to defend their title and go back to the playoffs and things like that. Made their first 2 years in the MLS. So let's hope that trend continues all the way up until October on in. On to the cream of the crop, man, the Braves. On the sad news about it, I always like to start with the bad news first, then end with good, end with a better way you came in. On the bad end about it, man, we did cut Johnny Venters, who's come off of 3.5, not 1, not 2, but 3.5 Tommy John surgeries. And was a comeback player of the year last year in the NL, but we cut him this year. When we cut him, he had around a 17 to 18 ERA, too high for relievers. And the way our bullpen was, we didn't need any more help in being bad. But I'm really sad to see Johnny get DFA'd. For anybody who doesn't know what DFA is, it's designated for assignment in baseball. That for you're cut, and if you not claimed by another team or clear waivers, then we could pick him back up and he go down to the minor leagues. A lot of technical stuff going with that, but Johnny Venters, we cut him, man. Best of luck to him. Hopefully somebody picks him up or sees potential in him and things like that. Or that, we pick him back up, he goes to the minor leagues, get it together, and has a nice second half. It's happened for a lot of people. But when we cut him, we picked, what's his name? Jerry Blevins back up. He's been doing all right for us. Jerry used to have a nice little curveball, still has a nice curveball, but used to use it efficiently when he was on the Mets against us. So now have him on the team. It's nice to have another lefty specialist out of the bullpen. Braves have put off a nice little run since the last time. We need to pick it up because we were letting the Phillies get a little too ahead of themselves and get happy. We're 7-3 out of our last 10. Actually, that's what took me so long to make this video today. I was gonna make it way earlier, put it out, have you all comment and chime in on it, but we just finished the game, a 3:30 game. Game just got over 1 in 13 innings over the Giants. So 7-3 over our last 10. And pulled within a game and a half of the Phillies going into this next series against the Cardinals. We really could be a half game back and could have swept the Giants. Blew that game on Tuesday. Blew that game on Tuesday. And really could have swept them, but it's all good, man. Bounce back from that, you move on. So going into the next series, a game and a half back, and gonna put that pressure on the Phillies. They play the Brewers. The Brewers gave them trouble the first time they played them in Philly. They playing them in Milwaukee this time. So come on, Milwaukee. But like I said, the main topic that I want to get to, or the discussion I wanted to get to, was between, like I said, Vlad Jr., Austin Riley. Actually, Austin Riley had another home run today and the game winning hit in the 13th, top of 13. But we're comparing stats with these two. Vlad, this person that's gonna do this and do that and run away with this, run away with that. Out of 18 games, he's hitting .241, 5 home runs and 11 RBIs. Not bad numbers. Not bad numbers for a rookie coming up and seeing Major League pitching for the first time and things like that. All you got is the film. You've never hit against these guys. But being a homer and everything like that, and just being the truth, telling the truth, Austin Riley in 9 games, so half of the games, batting .389, 5 home runs, 12 RBIs in half the game. So you can put them two stats together. You already know who I'm saying have a better year. But I do think it's going to be a 2-person race, maybe 3, between those two for Rookie of the Year. Actually, what am I talking about? They're in two different leagues. I'm tripping. So yeah, they both can prosper for all I care. At the end of the day, I forgot. This isn't like football. Football is offensive rookie and defensive rookie. No, it's an AL and NL. Yeah, they're in two different divisions. So disregard any of that I was talking about. But I still like to compare the two, just have something to debate with people about and things like that. But man, that's about it. I hope the man keeps prospering. Austin Riley, glad for all I care too. Just to see, when most of the time when great players in a sport get, in the Hall of Fame and all this recognition, things like that, and then their children come up, whether it's a junior or the same name, or it's this person's child, majority of the time that the child doesn't stack up to how the parent was. Majority of the time. But some cases, in this case, Vlad is a junior. So some cases, man, you look down, they had a video on ESPN, they had their swings side by side. Almost simultaneously. Almost identical, Their swings were almost identical. Vlad has a little bit more on the back side of it. Vlad Jr. had a little bit more on the back side. Vlad was more straight up. But coming through the zone, swings almost the exact same. But man, hopefully they both have a very prosperous rookie season and careers and things like that and press forward. But also, to all my Falcons fans out there, I know this is in the big name player and things like that, but God bless and fast recovery to Steven Means, one of our DNs that started a couple games for us last year. He actually tore his ACL in OTAs. And those non-contact injuries are something serious. They usually have a longer lasting effect than contact injuries. So, Godspeed and full fast recovery to Steven Means. And, hopefully the Brotherhood can press on forward and push out some great wins for you, man, and the defense can make you proud. But also, going into this season, man, Falcons season, it's looking real good, real prosperous. As long as everybody stays healthy, we gonna have your nicks and your bang ups and things like that. But as long as you keep that core healthy, yeah, like I said, I always have faith in that and things like that. But man, that's all I really have for you all today. Nothing really major in sports news, except for the last time that we were on here. We were still talking about the playoff. I said Golden State in 5, and it ended up being in 4. They swept them. Portland let a lot of people down. No Durant, and then that last game, no Durant, no Iggy, no Boogie. So I just don't get it. They just don't have what it takes to. I was surprised they got that far. I could kind of see Denver going a little further, not still beating Golden State, but at least winning the game. But I said Golden State they finish that sweep off, and I think they're hoping that Eastern Conference Series goes 7. It's giving Durant and Boogie more time to recover. Reports were already that Durant and DeMarcus Cousins are gonna miss the beginning of the finals, but DeMarcus Cousins has a more likely chance to come back in the finals than Durant. I don't know. Said Golden State's won the title without Durant. I don't know if they can win one this year without him. Just because I still say Milwaukee might go. Well, just because if it's Milwaukee, man, you have Brook Lopez, you got Giannis, you got those people down there in the paint. Draymond can't hold it down by himself. Looney's not neither one of them. So, man, we'll see. Hopefully, Eastern Conference, the only series is still going on. It's tied up 2-2. I didn't see that. Milwaukee might mess around and win these next two. I did say Milwaukee in 6 from my early predictions. But, yeah, that's going into the next couple of days and things like that. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted on that series and things like that. Golden State's just chilling. Other than that, man, no real major news except for Jerry McCoy got cut from the Bucks. Kind of want the Falcons to get him, but he kind of wants too much money. We ain't really got it. We're one of those teams that's on his radar or interested, but I don't know. And as soon as they cut Jerry McCoy, they picked up Sue. I'm like, oh my goodness. But anyway, I'm off that. Man, until the next time, like I said, if you all like, comment, and subscribe on my videos. Let me know what I can do better, what all you want to talk about, what topics you want me to hit on, things like that. But thank you. And again, it's your boy, signing out.
Remy boy.